Hello everyone. In the previous session, I have explained the concept of probabilities and the problems based on it. In this session, let me explain the concept of conditional probability. So, as you are already familiar with this concept in your second PU, so anyhow, let me give you a brief introduction about conditional probability. So, conditional probability of any event is represented by P, probability of A divided by B. So we say this as a conditional probability of A, the conditional probability of a event A, given that B has already occurred. So an event B should almost finished, in the sense it is already occurred. So we are going to calculate the probability of an event A with reference to event B which is already occurred. So it is represented by P of A divided by B, and the formula to calculate conditional probability is P of A intersection B divided by P of B. Similarly, we can write probability of B with reference to an event A. Here we are going to calculate probability of an event B with reference to A which is already occurred. So here the event A is finished. So we can say P of A intersection B divided by P of A. You just remember the statement. If for any two events A and B, we say conditional probability. We can find the conditional probability of A with reference to B such a way that B is already occurred. So it is denoted by P of A with reference to B, or P of A divided by B, and it is a formula to calculate the conditional probability. Clear? So here is a problem. It is important for 2 mark question. So first question is, if probability of B is equal to 1 by A and probability of A intersection B is equal to 1 by 4, then we have to find probability of A with respect to B, that is conditional probability of A with respect to B. So we can find by using the formula, that is probability of A divided by B is equal to probability of A intersection B. So here is the formula I have given, right? So A intersection B divided by probability of B. Now anyhow probability of A intersection of B is given, it is 1 divided by 4 divided by probability of B is 1 by 5. So when you simplify, you will get 1 by 4. When you shift it, you will get 5 by 1. So 5 divided by 4. Therefore probability of event A with respect to B is 5 divided by 4. Second question, if probability of B is equal to 1 by 4 and probability of A intersection B is equal to 3 by 14, we have to find probability of event A with reference to B. Same formula, just a substitution. These are a 2 mark question. So probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. Probability of A intersection B is 3 by 14. Probability of B is 1 by 4. So after simplification, we can write this as, let me simplify here. So 3 4s are 6 by 14. 3 into 4 I have multiplied. It is 12. I'm extremely sorry. 12 by 14. Further you can simplify by cancelling. So 2 7s are 2 6 are. So it is 6 by 7. Therefore probability of event A with reference to B is 6 by 7. So these are 2 mark questions. Fine. Hope so it is clear. So here is the third question. Where P of A, that is probability of A and probability of B, and probability of A intersection B is given, we have to find probability of event A with reference to B and probability of event B with reference to A. So let me calculate probability of A divided by B. It is given by probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. Just a formula. So probability of A intersection B, it is given 7 by 8 divided by probability of B 13 by 8. So let me simplify. 7 by 8 into 8 by 13. When you shift this, you will get. So 8 get cancelled. You will get 7 by 13. So it is the probability of an event A with reference to B. That is event B has already occurred. Next, probability of, this is the answer for first one. Second question is, we have to calculate probability of event B with reference to A. So formula is probability of, it is easy to remember. Whatever the term you have next, that is already happened, you have to put that term in the denominator, that's all. So probability of A intersection B is 7 by 8 divided by probability of A is 5 by 8. So let me simplify. 7 by 8 into 8 by 5. So 8 get cancelled. You will get probability of event B with reference to A is 7 divided by 5. Just the substitution and simplification. So these questions carries 2 mark. Fine. So here is the next question. It is a very important question. It is asked in 2014 and moreover it is 5-mark question. So A and B are two events with a given data. First let me make a list of given data. Probability of A is given, it is 1 by 3, and probability of B is given, it is 1 by 9, and moreover probability of A union B is given 1 by 27. We need to find probability of A with reference to B, that is event B is already happened. So formula is probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. Now given data is A union B, but we don't know the value of A intersection B, right? So we have to find A intersection B. I'll just write here to find A intersection B. We know that which formula we can use, that is probability of A, that is we have to find probability of A intersection B. We know that probability of A union B is equal to, just by the what we say in the laws of probability, I have given this probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. Anyhow, I have used this formula n number of times in the previous problems. Hope so you remember this. So probability of A union B, it is given. I'll just substitute 1 divided by 27 is equal to probability of A is 1 by 3 plus probability of B is 1 by 9 minus we have to find the probability of A intersection B. Now I'll just shift this term here. So you will get plus probability of A intersection B is equal to 1 by 3 plus 1 by 9. Shift 1 by 27, you will get minus 1 by 27. Now take LCM for 3, 9, 27. LCM is 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9, 3 9s are 27. Next again 3 1s are 3 3s are again with 3, 3 1s are 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So 27 is the LCM. So let me take 27 as an LCM. So you will get when you multiply 27 you will get 9 plus 3 minus 1. So LCM I have taken. Therefore probability of A intersection B I have obtained. So it is given by 9 plus 3 minus 1 is 11. 11 divided by 27. Therefore probability of A intersection B is 11 by 27. Now we can calculate probability of A with reference to B, that is B has already occurred. So A intersection B is, now we have already calculated, it is 11 by 27 divided by probability of B is 1 by 9. So let me simplify. So probability of A divided by B is equal to 11 by 27 into 9 by 1. Now let me simplify this. So when you simplify you will get 9 1s are 9 3s are. So probability of A with reference to B, that is probability of A by B is 11 by 3. Fine. So this is for first question, that is probability of A by B. Next what we have to find is second one is P of not A. Not A in the sense I have already told you it is represented by P of A bar, that is A complement. So we know that a relation between P of A complement and P of A is P of A bar is equal to 1 minus P of A. Right. So P of A bar we have to calculate, it is equal to 1 minus P of A, it is given 1 by 3. So let me take LCM. So 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 divided by 3. Therefore P of A bar is equal to 2 by 3. This is the solution for second one. Fine. Now let me find third one. So I'll just do it here. Third one is probability of not A or not B. So first let me write this in mathematical form. So probability of not A in the sense A bar. As I already told you, whenever you have R, you have to put union. Not B in the sense B bar. Fine. Now let me apply De Morgan's law as I already explained n number of times. So what is the De Morgan's law says? Whenever I'll just write here by, because by De Morgan's law says that A intersection B whole complement will be equal to A complement union B complement. So I can replace this with A intersection B whole complement. Fine. Now since we know that P of A complement will be equal to 1 minus P of A, right? Now in place of A what we have here, A intersection B complement. Therefore I can write P of A bar union B bar is equal to, I can write this as 1 minus P of A intersection B whole bar. I'll repeat once again. See here, this is the relation between an event and its complement. So we can write P of A bar as 1 minus P of A. So in place of A what we have, A intersection B. So I have written this as, A intersection B. Right. So anyhow I have complement here, so I should not write complement in this place. Fine. Now let me calculate 1 minus probability of A intersection B is, I have already calculated, it is 11 divided by 27. Fine. Take LCM, you will get 27 minus 11 divided by 27. You will get 16 by 27. Therefore, probability of A, not A in the sense A bar, R union B bar is 16 by 27. So this is the solution for the third one. Clear? Only thing is you need to remember the relations. See here, P of A bar in the sense P of A bar you have, so you should not put bar here. Remember, there is no bar here. Clear? Hope so you understand this. Now let me solve one more problem. So here is the next problem, where A and B are events with probability of A union B is given and A intersection B is given and probability of A complement is given. We have to find probability of A. First let me find probability of A. Fine. So to find the probability of A, we can make use the relation of complementation, right? We know that probability of A bar is equal to 1 minus probability of A, right? So probability of A bar, I'll just substitute a probability of A bar. Why? Because it is given 5 by 8 is equal to 1 minus probability of A. Let me shift probability of A here. So I'll shift 5 by 8 that side, so you will get minus 5 by 8 there. So probability of A is equal to 8 minus 5 is 3 divided by 8 after simplification. So first one is finished. Second one is we have to find probability of B. But you can note that to find the probability of B, we don't have the term containing probability of B bar to apply this property. So we can apply, since we know union and intersection, therefore we can consider we know that probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. We have already used this, what we say, rule of a probability, right? So probability of A union B is given, it is 1 by 4, which is equal to probability of A we have already calculated, it is 3 by 8, plus probability of B is unknown, so we have to find it. Probability of A intersection B is 1 by 4. I'm sorry, A union B is 7 by 8. A union B is 7 by 8. Now let me simplify. So 7 by 8, I'll just shift the term, minus 3 by 8. So minus 1 by 4 shift, you will get plus 1 by 4, which is equal to probability of B. Now let me take LCM for 8, 8 and 4. So let me take LCM, 2 4s are 8, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4. Again 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are again, 2 1s are, 2 1s are, 2 1s are, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So 8 is an LCM. So when you take LCM 8, you will get 7 minus 3 plus 2 is probability of B. Therefore, probability of B is equal to 7 plus 2 is 9 minus 3 is 6. 6 by 8. So, probability of B is 6 by 8. Fine. Next, third question what we have to find is probability of A with reference to B. So, let me use the conditional probability formula, that is probability of A intersection B divided by probability, whatever you have in the denominator you have to write the same. Fine. So probability of A intersection B is already given, it is 1 by 4 divided by probability of B is 6 by 8. So let me simplify, 1 by 4 into, when you shift you will get 8 by 6. 4 1s are, 4 2s are, again 2 1s are, 2 3s are. So probability of A with reference to B is 1 by 3. Fine. Now let me calculate probability of fourth one, probability of B with reference to event A, which is already occurred. So formula is given by probability of A intersection B. Numerator will not change, denominator is A, so you have to put A here. Now probability of A intersection B, it is given 1 by 4 divided by probability of A, we have already done it, so it is 3 by 8. So after simplification, 1 by 4 into 8 by 3. 4 1s are, 4 2s are. So it is 2 by 3. Therefore probability of B with reference to A is 2 by 3. Clear? Very easy, but you have to remember the formulas and the rules of probability. Clear? So this is the fifth property of a probability I have given in the beginning of probability notes. You please go through that. So here is the next question. If A and B are two events with probability of A, probability of B and probability of A intersection B is given, we have to find first one, probability of A with reference to B. Just use the formula probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. Now what is the probability of A intersection B? It is given 1 by 4 divided by probability of B is 1 by 3. So let me simplify, 1 by 4 into 3 by 1. Therefore it is 3 by 4. That's all. Second one, we have to calculate probability of B with reference to A. Same formula but denominator changes. It is A. So probability of A intersection B, it is given, it is 1 by 4 divided by probability of A is 1 by 2. So let me simplify, you will get 1 by 4 into 2 by 1. So 2 ones are 2 twos are. So you will get 1 by 2. Next, third question, probability of A complement with reference to B complement. Now in place of A we have A bar, in place of B we have B bar. So let me replace A with A bar and B with B bar in a formula. So you will get probability of A bar intersection B bar divided by probability of B bar. Clear? Now we have to calculate the probability of A bar intersection B bar. Why? Because we probability of A bar intersection B bar is not given in the problem, right? So first let me calculate probability of A bar intersection B bar and probability of B bar. So first let me calculate probability of A bar intersection B bar. Now I can write this as I already used this n number of times. By De Morgan's law, how can I write this as A union B whole bar? I'll just mention here De Morgan's law. Clear? Now further I can apply complement property. So I can write this as 1 minus P of A union B. Right? Why? Because I'll just mention the reason here. Why? Because P of A bar is 1 minus P of A. So in place of A bar what we have? A union B whole bar. So I have applied the property. Fine. Again let me apply. Why? Because union is also not given in the problem. So we have to convert this. P of A union B is P of A. I think it is fifth property, P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Formula list, go through the formula list, I have given this. So P of A union B is P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. It is there in the beginning session of our probability notes. You just go through that. Fine. Now you can find probability of A bar intersection B bar. So 1 minus probability of A is 1 by 2 plus probability of B is 1 by 3. Minus probability of A intersection B is 1 by 4. So let me simplify. 1 minus LCM for 2, 3, 4. So let me do here 2 ones are. So 3 as it is, 2 twos are. Again divide it with 2, 1, 3 ones are. Again with 3, 1, 1, 1. So 2 twos are 4, 4 threes are 12. So 12 is the LCM. So when you take a 12 as an LCM, you will get 6 plus 4 minus 3. Right? So after simplification, I can write this as 1 minus 7 by 12. So it will give you 12 minus 7 by 12. So probability of A bar intersection B bar is 5 divided by 12. But what we need still P of B bar, right? So we can use the complementation formula 1 minus P of B. Right? Probability of B bar is equal to 1 minus P of B. P of B is given, it is 1 by 3. So let me simplify. You will get 3 minus 1 is 2 by 3. Therefore probability of B bar is 2 by 3. With this we can calculate probability of, I'll just do here, therefore probability of A bar with reference to B bar is equal to probability of A bar intersection B bar divided by probability of B bar. What is the value of probability of A bar intersection B bar? It is 5 by 12 divided by probability of B bar is 2 by 3. So let me simplify. 5 by 12 into 3 by 2. So 3 ones are, 3 fours are. Again that's also 5 by 4 twos are 8. So it is 5 by 8. Therefore probability of A bar with reference to B bar is equal to 5 by 8. It is A bar, it is B bar. Clear? Only thing is here unknown terms we have to calculate by using the properties. Hope so it is clear. So third one finished. Similarly we need to find probability of B bar with reference to A bar. So first 3 questions is completed. Next fourth question, let me continue here. So fourth question what we have to find is probability of B bar with reference to A bar. First let me write the formula. So see here B by A, B bar by A bar. So you have to replace B with B bar and A with A bar. So you will get P of A bar intersection B bar divided by probability of A. Now we have already calculated the value of P of A bar intersection B bar. Fine. So what we have to calculate is probability of A bar. So do we calculated probability of A bar in the problem? Look at the problem. No, we don't have. So probability of A bar we have to calculate. Probability of A bar is given by 1 minus probability of A formula. So 1 minus probability of A What is the probability of A? It is given in the problem itself. So probability of A is 1 by 2. So 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. Therefore probability of A bar is 1 by 2. With this we can calculate probability of B bar with reference to A bar is probability of A bar intersection B bar. It is 5 by 12. So 5 divided by 12 divided by probability of A bar is 1 by 2. So 5 divided by 12 into 2 divided by 1. So 2 ones are 2 6 are. So it is 5 by 6. Therefore probability of B bar with reference to A bar is 5 by 6. So just go through the formula list, then only you will understand. Hope so it is clear. Right? First and second question is not a thing, just a substitution, but third question is you have to calculate A bar intersection B bar and B bar by using the formulas that I have done here. Hope so it is clear. Further if you have queries you can free to ask me. So here is a homework problem for you. It is a simple problem. You copy the problem and solve. Answer is also given here. So use the concept that I have done in this session. You can get easily. Hope so you will do this. Pause the video and copy down the question. Answer it is 6 by 8. So probability of A union B is 7 by 8. A intersection B is 1 by 4. Probability of A bar is 5 by 8. You have to calculate these 4 sub questions. Hope so everybody will do. So here is one of the important theorem based on conditional probability. This question is repeated in 2016, 17, 18, 19. So this theorem is very important. So please practice this theorem. Now we have to prove that conditional probability of A with reference to B naught or B complement is equal to P of A minus P of A intersection B divided by 1 minus P of B. So in the exam you have to write the Venn diagram also. Fine. First let me consider the conditional probability. That is, let me prove here. Proof by the definition of. So you have to write the running notes for this theorem also. By the definition of conditional probability. Conditional probability. P of A with reference to B bar, how can we define it as P of A intersection B bar divided by P of B bar, right? In the standard definition we have only B, here we have B bar, so I have written B bar in place of B. Clear? Now before starting with the theorem, let me give you a concept. You have to, in the exam you have to draw the Venn diagram also. It also carries mark. So as I explained this concept and I have given this in a form of note. Suppose if this represent A and this represent set B and intersection represent A intersection B. This portion represent overlapping region of both the regions. So as I already told you, this region represents only A. This region represents only B. Only A in the sense A intersection B bar. It is not B. Only B in the sense A bar intersection B. Only B in the sense A bar intersection B. Only A in the sense A intersection B bar. Fine. So I can express the set A as A consists of a common region, or A can be obtained by combining this region with the intersection region. In the sense I can express A as A intersection B complement union A intersection B. When you combine these two regions, you will get A, right? Similarly, I can get B by combining these two regions. That is A bar or A intersection B union A bar intersection B. Fine. Just by looking at the diagram, we can say we can obtain entire A region by combining this region with this, and we can obtain entire B region by combining this with this. So combining in the sense you have to use union. So that is why I have written this. Clear? It is this diagram you have to write in an exam. So this is from the definition of a probability, conditional probability. So what is the formula for conditional probability? P of A by B is equal to P of A intersection B divided by P of B. So in place of B we have B bar. So that is why I have written in place of B, B bar. So I have considered the conditional probability definition. Let us consider this as equation 1. Now from the figure As I already told you, A can be written as A intersection B bar combining, that is union with A intersection B. Now let me take probability on both sides. So you will get probability of A is equal to probability of A intersection B bar union A intersection B. I have taken probability on both sides. Fine. Now, as I already told you, whenever you have two mutually disjoint sets, that is, suppose if A and B are two mutual disjoint sets, then we can write A union B as probability. If you are going to take probability over A union B, if A and B are mutually disjoint set, then P of A plus P of B we can write. Union will become plus. So I have already given this property in the laws of probability. In a first session, you just go through that. Mutually disjoint meaning is that, suppose if you are going to consider any two set, their intersection will be equal to null set. For example, A is equal to 1, 2, B is equal to AB. They are mutually disjoint in the sense there is no common element in between A and B. If you are going to take intersection of these two, you will get null set. Right? There is no common element between set A and set B. Such kind of sets is called mutually disjoint set. Now you can see that A intersection B region is this and A intersection B region is this. So do we have any common element between these two? We don't have. So they are mutually disjoint. So I can write this as probability of A intersection B bar union will become plus probability of A intersection B, and you have to mention the reason behind that, because A intersection B bar and A intersection B are mutually disjoint or mutually exclusive event. Fine. Now let me consider the above equation. In the sense I am going to extract the value of this, that is I am going to keep this term as it is, P of A intersection B bar. Now I am going to shift this term to other side. So you will get P of A as it is. I am shifting this, so you will get minus sign, minus P of A intersection B. Just I have shifted this. Above equation, what I have done is I have kept this term since we need the value of P of A intersection B bar. Why? Because that term is there in the numerator. So I am going to extract the value for that. So P of A as it is, I am going to shift this. So you will get this. Let me call this as equation 2. And we have already know that P of B bar is, we need the value for denominator, right? So P of B bar is 1 minus P of B. As it is given from the relation, that is a complement and definition of complements event, right? So whenever you have an event A, we can write P of A plus P of A bar is equal to 1, right? So whenever you need the value of P of A bar, you can write 1 minus P of A. So from that I have written P of B bar as 1 minus P of B. Let me take this as equation 3. Fine. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute equations 2 and 3 in equation 1. So here you have an equation 1. I am going to substitute those values. So you will get probability of A divided by B bar is equal to P of A intersection B is P of A minus P of A intersection B divided by probability of B bar is 1 minus P of B. Just substituting the values. Fine. Just I have written the definition of probability, conditional probability, and I have obtained the values of numerator and denominator. Again the resubstitution of these values in the given definition, that is azimuth definition. So this is what we required to prove is, and you have to mention the condition that probability of B should not be equal to 1. Why? Because if probability equal to 1, 1 minus 1 will become 0. So anything divided by 0 will be infinity. So that is the reason probability of B should not be equal to 1. So this is what we required to prove is, for any two events A and B, this condition is true. Fine. So this is the theorem and it is very important. It is asked in the year 2016, 17, 18 and 19. Hope so whatever I have done in this session, it is clear for you. In the next session, I will continue with the probability concept. Thank you.